Hello and welcome. You're watching Eye on Ports, where we bring Ghana's ports and maritime industry closer to you. It is made possible by Ghana Revenue Authority, Goyle PLC, Serene Insurance, Ghana Link, Meridian Port Services, and Phoenix Insurance. Eye on Port is powered by Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Our media partner is the Business and Financial Times. Viewers, somewhere in the middle of this year, Ghana's ports began the full implementation of the government's 24-hour economic policy, and this week we revisited the subject and reviewed its impact during the course of its implementation. We did this with the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority, the Center for International Maritime Affairs Ghana, and the Council of Freight Forwarder Associations. Take a listen.
Let me start with the customs. They run things as far as clearance of goods in the ports concerned. And so I'll begin with you, Chief Revenue Officer Alepe, and find out from you, how has it panned out so far since July, when the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, with your cooperation and collaboration, rolled out the 24-hour service at the ports?
Thank you very much. Actually, the policy has had a very direct impact. The 24-hour policy has been a net positive for trade facilitation.
Right.
And revenue growth by allowing consignments to be cleared and payments processed around the clock. We have significantly reduced dwell time at ports and entry points.
Yes.
This speeds up the supply chain and enhances the Ghana's image as a competitive hub. On revenue,
yes,
we have extended hours that have spread the workload, maintain clearance space during peak periods, and critically ensure that revenue collection does not stop. This has contributed to a consistent and sustained growth in daily revenue targets. I would say that since the policy was rolled out,
yes,
we have certain terminals that are running 24/7.
Right.
The terminals running 24/7 are Reefer Terminal, the Golden Jubilee Terminal, and the Transit Terminal.
And Terminal 2?
Terminal 2 at the moment doesn't run 24/7 because of some logistical constraints.
Right.
Already, Terminal 1, Shed 10,
yes,
already runs 24/7 even before the policy began.
Right.
At that particular terminal, we take delivery of bulk cargo. And when release of bulk cargo and other processes have been completed,
yes,
then the deliveries are done with our preventive branch,
right,
monitoring deliveries around the clock.
Right.
So far, that is what we have.
So far, so good.
And I must say that I have some figures here I can share.
Yes, please.
Just to buttress the impactful nature of the 24-hour
operations. Please share with us, yes.
Over here, when we started in July,
yes,
you mean the day deliveries?
Yes.
The TEUs.
Yes.
We had in the day, let me clarify this. We have certain sections
yes,
at the terminal where we do door-to-door deliveries.
Right.
We do CFS, and then we do general unstuffing of containers.
That's container freight station.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure.
So we started first with the door-to-door deliveries.
Right.
Door-to-door deliveries is actually when containers are unstuffed and restuffed, and the containers are delivered
right,
to the importers and traders. So the day deliveries for June was 142.
142.
And then the night delivery for June was 1,018.
1,018.
And then in July, we had 2,460 deliveries, TEUs. And then
that's for day?
For day.
July, give me the figure again.
2,460.
Wow, okay.
And then the night deliveries was 4,312.
Okay.
And then in August, the day deliveries was 2,343.
2,343. Okay.
And the night deliveries was 4,910.
4,910. Okay.
So on the 25th of 12th of September 2024,
Yes, September.
GPHA decided to add another department to the deliveries,
Right.
the CFS.
Right, sure.
So the CFS deliveries
Yes.
started from
September.
And those deliveries, the day deliveries, was 2,000. Wrong. The day delivery was 1,756.
Okay.
And then the night deliveries was 156.
156 night.
Wrong. It was rather 308.
308, okay.
Then the day delivery was 2,000 for October. 2,796. And then the night delivery was 979.
Slow again, October, day deliveries.
2,796.
796, okay.
And then the night delivery was 979.
979, okay. Okay.
So far, the September deliveries, the figures I have here was for up to 10th of November.
November, okay.
And those are quite low figures. We are
Right.
here to end the month.
Okay.
So with these figures, you can really tell that the 24-hour economy is actually on stream.
Yes.
And a lot of the trading public
Yeah.
have actually bought into it, and they are seriously patronizing it.
Absolutely.
There are other factors like demurrage,
Yes.
which ordinarily, without the night operations,
Yes.
which would have even gone into the following day,
Yes.
because of the 24-hour economy,
Yes.
they are able to still clear their consignments
Yes.
and then save themselves from other unnecessary costs.
Absolutely. Okay. So if you analyze the figures that you just gave, it tells one thing, that the night patronage is even much higher than during the day.
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Because if
That's
you take a look at June, you mentioned June 1st. But I have July here. The day deliveries into use. The daytime, you had 142.
Yes.
And then in nighttime, you had 1,018.
Exactly.
That's for July. So it means that the night patronage was far higher than the day patronage.
deliveries.
And in July, for the day patronage, you had 2,460 and 4,312 for night. Now in August, day deliveries were like 2,343 and then 4,910 for night deliveries in July. And you also came in with the CFS. As for the CFS, I think that the day...
We have just, the day is more.
Exactly.
But we've just started, so we are building the momentum.
Right. And one interesting point you made, that was in the latter part of your submission, which has to do with the issue of demurrage and people capitalizing on the 24-hour operations to cut down drastically on demurrage.
Yes, sir.
Right. Let me come to Mr. Albert Derek Fiatui, who is from the think tank CIMAC, International Center for International Maritime Affairs, Ghana, and find out from you, first of all, if you'd want to oblige us, what economic benefits Ghana expects from from fully implementing the 24-hour port operations, from where you sit.
Thank you very much, my brother, and good evening to our viewers and listeners.
Yes, sir.
I would say that yes, Ghana has decided to come to speed with the global successful economies.
Yes.
And that is exciting. It is interesting listening to our senior officer, Mr. Nyami, sharing out those figures, indicating that the policy is yielding some positive impacts and results.
A lot of patronage, yes.
Yes, and as a think tank and a research organization and industry watchers, we have also picked up such informations that the policy is actually impacting positively.
Right.
And our stakeholders are very excited.
Yes.
We only facing some challenges, as my brother mentioned.
Yes.
And we are hoping that those challenges will be tackled.
Yes.
Of course, we needed to start from somewhere. So as an organization, we are very excited about it. And we think that in the near future, those challenges will be tackled and Ghana will be the winner at the end of the day.
Have you done any analysis to take a look at the advantages that the system would offer the users, particularly importers, exporters, the shipping lines, and maybe freight forwarders, what they stand to gain from this whole initiative?
Yes, of course. This policy is not a new one. It's been done elsewhere, so we are not reinventing the wheel.
Right.
We know that the successful maritime countries, examples as Singapore, Dubai, Ali Jabel, Rotterdam, are all into the 24-hour operations.
Yes.
And when they started it, they doubled their operations, revenue generation, and also job creation.
Yes.
And from where we sit, we are observing critically, and we think that the same impact is coming to the Ghanaian economy, because we know that some private organizations in the port have started engaging more hands to be able to work around the clock.
Yes.
Because most of them will have to operate in the night.
Absolutely.
And on the issue of demurrage payment,
Yes.
the night is also helping. Most people are now excited because hitherto you hear business people complaining severely about demurrage.
Yes.
Now it is only for you to commit yourself to work in the night, and then that is taken care of.
Yeah.
So on the whole, we think that this is a game changer.
Yeah.
We as advocates will continue to ask that the right things are done. Let us learn from those who have made it, and then we will be good to go as a country. But on the whole, we think that it's a great step in the right direction.
So that was just a quick review of Ghana's implementation of the 24-hour economic policy at the ports. And remember, what you just watched, watch the abridged version so you can check out the full conversation, which has more information when you go to our YouTube and type in Eye on Port. Now let us hear a few comments that were shared with us during the live session of our Eye on Port program. After, we will go on break and then return with more news. Stay tuned.
Mahama from Tema says, good evening, Eye on Port. The pilfering by the gangs is not an isolated issue. It's a reality. We need cameras at the examination areas, just as they have at MPS. Some officers are unnecessarily rude to agents, and the way some of them treat our failed officers is very concerning. Customs needs to set up in this area.
We are trying to train officers in a manner that they can discharge their duties purposefully in the interest of the general public, the general trading public. Yes. I must also say that even currently ongoing, there are competency courses that are running just to equip the officers with the necessary skills and then customer service skills. So for those of us who are direct supervisors of our officers, I will entreat those who feel that they've not been treated fairly should report or come forward to their with the CCUDs and then the immediate supervisors for redress of some of these issues. As public officers, we are there to serve the public, and you are not there on your own. So I will entreat officers to be very mindful of the way they discharge or portray themselves to the general public. Because they are also human beings like us. So we have to treat them with respect so that some of these things, when we hear it, it's not very comforting at all.
Absolutely.
It's very discomforting.
Right.
Kewa the Kewa says, hi, my greetings to you all. You guys are doing fantastic job. Please, concerning security in the port is safe, and I don't buy what my learned friend is saying, because security verify every bag and search the gangs before they go out of the terminal. We have customs, security, monitoring, and fire service personnel around, so the gangs hardly take cargo out of the terminal. Sometimes the agents give them some items for their hard work done, just to appreciate them. So concerning security, it's tight. Quach says, a very good evening to you, Ken, and the panel members. Kindly ask Nana to also mention that customs is also doing very well.
Good energy brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP. Available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Goil station today and energize your ride with Goil Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Goil Super XP, Wufilia, huh? Wubefi. Goil, good energy. Yeah, yeah.
Electricity, then pay your taxes. Our taxes, our future.
Because you see, without our taxes, we wouldn't have good roads, good schools, better hospitals, street lights, and other very important social amenities. When we pay our taxes, we give our children free and quality education. Oga, my money too small. Why should I pay my tax? Look, small. Salifo, it doesn't matter how small or big your business or income is. You still have to pay your taxes. The little taxes from each and every one of us, when put together, could give your community clean water or that deprived school with tables and chairs. Please pay your taxes. It is your responsibility. It is your civic duty. It is the law.
Welcome to today's edition of Serene Insurance Business News. We present to you Serena.
You're right. You can complete an entire insurance process for the purchase of any motor and other insurance products, from onboarding to issuing a motor insurance sticker and policy certificate, all on WhatsApp in less than 10 minutes. Serena is simple to use and it prioritizes user ease and flexibility. You can either use voice notes or text to effortlessly issue your instant policy, cross-platform renewals, claims, and also process your payments through mobile money, Visa, and MasterCard. To engage Serena, just search for Serena Insurance on all social media handles and scan the Serena barcode or save her number 0500 517 114 and start chatting her on WhatsApp immediately.
There you have it. Serena is not just a tool. It's an innovation by Serene Insurance designed to redefine how motor and travel insurance are accessed and managed. Speed, convenience, and reliability.
MPS Terminal 3 is Africa's new state-of-the-art container terminal at Tema Port. For manufacturers, agro-processors and traders, the new port means business can be done faster. This infrastructure boost will improve Ghana's port handling capacity, connect more trading routes, and oil the engine of growth for the economy, creating greater opportunities across all sectors as Africa's markets merge and become the largest trading bloc globally. MPS, we connect, you thrive.
At Phoenix Insurance, we make the unpredictable predictable and the uncertain certain with our range of products, including motor insurance, fire insurance, engineering insurance, marine insurance, accident insurances, and all types of bonds. We have you covered. We also support you with risk management advice to enable you stay focused on your business. Take a policy with Phoenix Insurance today. We help you rise from adversity stronger and more secure. Contact us on 0302 246319 or 0302 246644 or any of our branches, agencies, and brokers spread across the nation. You can as well connect with us on our WhatsApp chatbot. Efiba is waiting to assist you. Make the future predictable with Phoenix Insurance. Phoenix Insurance, a delightful service experience delivered with wisdom.
Scam alert. It has come to the attention of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority that certain unscrupulous individuals are fraudulently using the name of the authority to deceive and defraud members of the public. These individuals have circulated a post on social media falsely claiming that GPHA is currently conducting a recruitment exercise and urging the public to engage with them. We wish to state emphatically that GPHA is not conducting any recruitment exercise at this time, and the authority has not authorized any individuals or entities to advertise or facilitate such activities on its behalf. We urge the general public to disregard these fraudulent messages and to verify any official communication directly through our authorized channels. GPHA remains committed to transparency and will always communicate legitimate opportunities through its official website and recognized media platforms.
Welcome to the GPHA port of Takoradi. Ghana's first commercial port. The Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, GPHA, has in its quest to position the ports of Ghana as the leading trade and logistics hub of West Africa, embarked on a massive expansion drive at its Takoradi port, the first commercial port of the country. This has resulted in a radical transformation of the initial 7-berth low-drafted port, which was constructed in 1928, to an ultra-modern port fitted with deep drafted container, multi-purpose dry bulk, and liquid bulk facilities. The 16-meter deep dry bulk terminal is the deepest in the sub-region, with a total quay length of 800 meters. It is fitted with a combined 3-kilometer length conveyor system, which comes with a 2,500 metric tons per hour ship loading capacity, which has greatly improved ship turnaround time at the port. The Marshall Liquid Bulk Terminal is a fully automated liquid bulk facility dredged to -14 chart datum and equipped with automated firefighting system. The facility is fitted with 5 loading arms for gasoline, diesel, LPG, bitumen, and heavy fuel. On the container side, Takoradi Port's 16-meter deep Yield-Port and ATSL container terminal with a quay length of 600 is expected to receive container vessels in the third quarter of the year.
Welcome back, viewers. Now, the Tema Port Expansion Project was officially commissioned by the President over the course of last week. This and many more news up next.
President John Dramani Mahama has commissioned the Phase 1 and 2 of the Tema Port Expansion Project, commending the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority for its leadership role. The $1.5 billion project was implemented through a public-private partnership between the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority (GPHA), the Meridian Port Services (MPS), the APM Terminals, and Africa Global Logistics (AGL). At the commissioning, President Mahama described the project as one of the largest and most ambitious port infrastructure developments in sub-Saharan Africa, hinting that more cranes will arrive early next year, with the last batch of cranes arriving in 2027. This, he says, will make the port the most efficient and fastest turnaround port among the top 5 in Africa.
The Tema Port expansion is one of the most ambitious infrastructure projects in Africa's maritime sector, and it marks a significant milestone in Ghana's path towards industrialization, competitiveness, and global trade leadership. This project is the realization of a dream we have nurtured for years, to establish Ghana as the gateway to West Africa. Today, that dream becomes a tangible reality, symbolizing a national aspiration and international confidence. The expansion of the Tema Port strengthens Ghana's reputation as a reliable and efficient hub for international trade and investments. With improved logistics capacity, shorter turnaround times, and increased efficiency, this port enhances Ghana's ability to compete globally. Today, I'm proud that the biggest vessels in the world that enter the biggest ports in Dubai, in Los Angeles, and everything come into Tema Port.
The Minister for Transport, Joseph Boukary-Nikwe, described the project as a bolder national aspiration to build a resilient future-ready transport and logistics system that supports industrialization, investment, job creation, and regional integration.
The significance of the Tema Port expansion project cannot be overstated. With world-class berth, deeper draft, expanded yard capacity, and modern scanning and cargo handling facilities, and a superior automation, this terminal stands among the most advanced container ports in the continent. The Ministry of Transport remains committed to policies that promote efficiency, transparency, and port experience. As we look to the future, we do so with confidence. Tema Port is ready, Ghana is ready, MPS is ready, and together, under the leadership of His Excellency the President, we will continue to build modern transport systems that our growing economy deserves.
The Director General of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Brigadier General Paul Seydou Tanya Kulonu, described the Tema Port Expansion Project as a landmark achievement in Ghana's history, adding that GPHA is not resting on these achievements but preparing to construct a new loose cargo and a dedicated ro-ro terminal to support the growing trade volumes. He says the results of the 24-hour port operations have been remarkable, with turnaround time dropping dramatically whilst congestion within the port has reduced.
GPHA is proud to be a shareholder and a strategic partner in MPS, a visionary collaboration initiated under Your Excellency's leadership in 2014 through strong support for modernizing Ghana ports infrastructure through public-private partnership. The port expansion project is a landmark achievement that has transformed the port of Tema into one of the most advanced container terminals in sub-Saharan Africa. Looking ahead, the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority is partnering the private sector to construct a new loose cargo terminal dedicated for ro-ro services to support the increasing trade volumes. This phase aligns with Your Excellency's resetting agenda, an inspiration call to renew systems, mindsets, and service culture through discipline, integrity, and results-driven leadership. At GPHA, we have embraced this philosophy wholeheartedly, aligning our operations with the 24-hour economy to maximize productivity, job creation, and enhance competitiveness.
The Chief Executive Officer of the Meridian Port Services MPS, Mohammed Samara, commended GPHA and other stakeholders for making the expansion project a reality. He hinted the terminal will clock 2 million TEUs within 11 months, a milestone no other port in the West Coast has ever clocked, adding the MPS is committed to leveraging technology to maximize its operations.
This terminal will clock 2 million TEUs handled through the keyboard. This is a milestone. No other port in the West Coast has done it. 2 million TEUs in 11 months. So we will close the year with 2.2 or maybe 250,000 on top the two.
Programs and terminal operating system and AI, Your Excellency, is rolled on this to enhance not only the operation, but also the skills of the individual who is operating this equipment and technology. 5,000 jobs were created on this platform. The Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority has reaffirmed its unwavering commitment to strengthening Ghana's position as the preferred transit hub in West Africa following a successful trade mission to Burkina Faso from October 27 to 31, 2025. The high-level mission, led by GPHA Board Chairman Honorable Johnson Asiedu Nketia, included the Director General Brigadier General Paul Seydou Tanya Kulonu, directors of the ports of Tema and Takoradi, general managers, and key stakeholders from Customs, the Ghana Police Service, the Ghana Immigration Service, the Ghana Shippers Authority, and the State Insurance Company, among others. The purpose of the visit was twofold: to formally introduce the newly constituted GPHA board to key partners in Burkina Faso and to engage in high-level discussions on strengthening bilateral cooperation, resolving operational challenges, and promoting Ghana's enhanced port services, particularly the expansion of 24-hour port operations. During the mission, the delegation paid working visits to the Burkina Faso Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the Burkina Faso Shippers Council, and Customs, as well as key economic operators, including CEMAF, Coca-Cola, and Kenny's Commodities. The team also interacted with representatives of the transport unions, drivers associations, and managers and users of the Paga Truck Park, and made courtesy calls on the Ghanaian embassy in Ouagadougou and other stakeholders facilitating cross-border trade. Stakeholders raised issues such as high shipping and warehousing costs, limited truck availability, and security concerns along the Ghana-Burkina Faso corridor. These challenges, they said, affect the competitiveness of Ghana's transit corridor compared to others in the sub-region.
And as they say we are together and then we'll try and solve our problems. Doing well is not to bring you down or bring your spirit down, but is to encourage you to do better.
La relation entre Metal Group.
So the relationship between Ghana Ports and Kenis has started slowly, a little, and it has been growing over the years and is still growing. And I believe that if Ghana Ports make some effort to be able to catch our volumes, and why not about 80% of our volumes could pass through Ghana Ports.
The volume, the Sea Metal Group of Port Ghana.
In response, GPHA and its partners assured of continued investment in infrastructure and process improvements to enhance efficiency and reduce the cost of doing business. Among the interventions discussed were ongoing dredging works at Tema and Takoradi to accommodate larger vessels, improved ICAM system integration between Ghana and Burkina Faso, and dedicated land allocation for warehouse construction by Burkina Bay companies. GPHA also reaffirmed that VAT on transit cargo has been fully zero rated, a move expected to significantly ease the cost burden on traders. Security concerns were also a key focus of the dialogue, touching on cases of armed robbery, extortion, and harassment along the transit routes. Director General of GPHA, Brigadier General Paul Seydou Tanya Kolono, noted that the authority remains dedicated to maintaining open dialogue and collaborative problem solving with all partners in the transit trade ecosystem.
At the end of the day, when we are looking at things, we look at it holistically. And each institution, we have the police, we have the immigration, we have the customs among us. So that at the end of the day, whatever decision that we take, we will operate holistically and at the same time, simultaneous attack on whatever we want to do.
Board Chairman Honorable Johnson Asiedu Nketia emphasized that the trade mission forms part of GPHA's strategic roadmap to enhance customer retention and attract new business.
We know that as human beings and human institutions, we cannot have a perfect relationship. But if we adapt an attitude of commitment towards improving that relationship, we can move along as problems and challenges emerge, we address them, and even the fact of addressing some challenges may even expose new challenges. So we are not perfect, and we know you are also not perfect, because the perfect beings are in heaven. All of us here on earth, we are sinners. And so we need to work on our relationship and nurture the relationship to grow from strength to strength. So the important thing is our commitment to keep the relationship growing.
Through this mission, GPHA reinforced its strategic focus on continuous stakeholder engagement, regional collaboration, and operational excellence, all aimed at ensuring Ghana's ports remain the most reliable and competitive gateway to the landlocked markets of the Sahel. Let us now turn our attention to the global stage and hear what is happening there too.
The U.S. Office of Foreign Asset Control (OFAC) has sanctioned the procurement network that helps Iran's military import rocket fuel ingredients from China, an essential logistics arrangement for the Iranian ballistic missile program. The import scheme first came into public view in January when intelligence sources tipped off the Financial Times to 2 Iranian ships that were loading chemical ingredients for ballistic missile propellant off Shanghai. The box ship Golbon and Jairan, owned and operated by the sanctioned Islamic Republic of Iran shipping lines, were believed to be carrying about 5 dozen containers of Chinese-made sodium perchlorate. The substance is a precursor for ammonium perchlorate, the main ingredients in the solid rocket propellant that is used by Iran's prolific missile industry. Before it could be used, the consignment detonated in storage at the port of Bandar Abbas under unclear circumstances, killing dozens and injuring more than 1,000 people. Part of Iran's international rocket fuel supply network is centered around a small 3-person business called the MVM Partnership, according to the U.S. Treasury. For the last 2 years, this network has arranged for the international procurement of sodium chlorate, sodium perchlorate, and sebacic acid, all useful for making rocket propellant for Iran's Persian chemical industries. PCI is under an asset freeze imposed by the UN Security Council and has been sanctioned by the US for the last 17 years. According to OFAC, German national Marco Kling handles the MVM network's procurement of rocket materials from India and China from an office in the UAE. The push to cut shipping emissions through wind-assisted propulsion continues to gain traction after Anemoi Marine completed the installation of 5 rotor sails on the very large ore carrier NSU Tubarão, a vessel operated by Brazilian mining giant Vale International. Built by Japan Marine United, the 400,000 DWT Tubarão was delivered in 2020 and is among the largest bulk carriers in the world. The 361-meter vessel, which is owned by NS United Cowin Kaisha and sails under the Liberian flag, has been retrofitted with 5 rotor sails measuring 35 meters tall and 5 meters in diameter. The rotor sails are designed to maximize the Magnus effect, which provides lift and thrust to reduce engine propulsion demand in order to sail at a given speed. The wind-assisted propulsion technology is expected to reduce the ship's fuel consumption and CO2 emissions by approximately 6 to 12% annually. The installation was completed during a scheduled dry docking at the Chinese yard Chunzan Chinya shipyard. The rotor sails are deployed using folding mechanisms for flexibility during cargo handling. It is the 4th VLOC installation on vessels chartered by Vale, all used primarily to transport iron ore from Brazil to Japan. With the Tubarão retrofit, Anemoi has now surpassed 1.6 million DWT of vessel tonnage installed with its wind-assisted propulsion technology.
It is now time for our Word of the Day segment, where we bring to you words, phrases, jargons, and terminologies that we often use in this industry so you can get familiar with them.
Anti-submarine net. Anti-submarine net refers to a heavy underwater net attached to a boom and placed so as to protect a harbor, anchorage, or strait from penetration by submerged submarines.
Our health and safety tip of the week is next.
Regular inspections. Regular inspections are scheduled checks performed on equipment or systems to ensure they are functioning properly. These checks may occur daily, weekly, monthly, or annually based on requirements. Inspectors use a checklist to identify where malfunctions or safety issues, and any problem found must be addressed promptly to avoid damage or hazards.
It is now time for the schedule of vessels that have berthed in the ports of Tema, Takoradi at the anchorages of both ports, as well as those expected in the coming weeks, plus the Bank of Ghana exchange rates, which you may need to know to clear your cargo with. Now this is where we draw the curtain on this week's edition of Eye on Port. We hope you've been informed and educated. Remember, all Eye on Port content can be found on our YouTube channel, Eye on Port. Subscribe, like, share our videos. Thank you for watching.